you manage timelines, you manage teams, you manage pressure, but you can't manage 3 workouts per week. If this sounds like you don't lack discipline, you just misapply it. Most people try to fix career problems with more work. More grinding hours, more coffee, more self-improvement podcasts, but they ignore the foundation. And the foundation starts with your body. If you're disciplined at work, you should be disciplined with your body. You don't need another productivity hack. You need to get stronger. At work, things are non-negotiable. Deadlines, meetings, deliverables. But fitness, that becomes emotional. If I feel like it, if I'm motivated, if I have time. Work gets treated like a standard, but you treat training like a mood. And that's the real problem. I've been training well over a decade now, and throughout that decade, I've had peaks and valleys of my training. But the one thing I can tell you with certainty, the 1 year where I could count on my hand how many times I actually went to the gym was one of the worst years I had career-wise. I didn't just lose my strength, I lost a lot of my edge, a lot of what made me good at my job. My focus dipped, my patience shortened, my stress tolerance dipped. I felt flat and I just didn't feel sharp anymore. But when I finally went back to training consistently, everything changed. Not my abs, my performance. Work didn't maybe necessarily feel lighter, but I was more mentally capable of dealing with it. And not just because I had the gym as an outlet, but because I built my body. And that allowed me to operate at a different level. The reality is, if your energy crashes at 3 p.m. every day, your career is paying for it. You think that's normal, but it's really not. You will never outperform your nervous system. If your body is undertrained and you're not moving a lot, you're underslept and you're overstimulated, your output is going to reflect that. You're trying to produce high-level work from a low-performance system, and that just doesn't scale. The truth is, you probably see yourself as a high performer, disciplined, reliable, but your body will stay inconsistent. And that mismatch will create friction, especially if you're a former athlete. How do you see yourself as elite if you don't move like it? Let me put it to you this way. Your body is the hardware, and your career is the software. Better software will never fix broken hardware. And as Naval Ravikant said, a healthy body is the foundation for everything. Your body is the foundation, which is the hardware. But you're consistently trying to optimize the software. Now, the good news is there's a lot of things you can do to make drastic changes. But just remember, it's not going to happen overnight. But moving forward, if you want to rebuild this foundation, here's what you can do. Schedule your training like meetings. Make it non-negotiable. Schedule 3 non-negotiable lifts per week. And if time is really the issue, you need to structure your workouts accordingly. Stick to compound movements. Keep it efficient, get in there, and get out. And more specifically, focus on movement patterns. Squat, hip hinge, push, pull, and overhead press. And just to give you some examples of what these exercises might look like, for your hip hinge, you could do any form of a deadlift. You could do kettlebell swings. For a squat, pretty straightforward. You could do any form of a squat, barbell squat, goblet squat, split squats. I'll throw walking lunges into that category as well. For push movements, barbell or dumbbell press, incline barbell or dumbbell press, push-ups. Some pull exercises you could do are pull downs, barbell or dumbbell rows. And for overhead press, you could do strict press or dumbbell overhead press. You don't need to have this crazy workout program in order to get results. You just need to make sure you get these lifts in every week. And over a long period of time, that's where you're going to see great change. Track your sleep and nutrition like you do KPIs. You track your numbers at work. You write down your strokes on your golf card. So why can't you track your macros for your body? If you set it up properly, it's just as easy. And the last and most powerful thing you can do is to hire accountability. You invest in business performance, so why wouldn't you invest in your personal performance? You don't lack discipline, you just misapply it. And you miss out on the compounding effect that can occur when you invest in building your body. Fix the hardware and the software naturally improves. If you feel stuck in your career or like you're dragging your feet every day, fix your body and watch the changes that happen.